Hey guys, it's Xtreme and welcome to another Payday 2 build. Today we're gonna be looking at one down dodge with akimbos. This will be one build that will not require any DLC whatsoever, so it's still a quite good build though. So starting off with your build, you want to get Inspire, you want to get Combat Medic, Basic, Quick Fix, Ace, Combat Doctor Aced, and then Inspire Aced. In Controller, you want to get Force Friendship Basic, Confident Aced, Joker Aced, Partners in Crime Aced. However, I do have Basic simply because I'm not level 100 yet. But this might be a good thing, especially if you don't have enough infamy for the skills. If you want, you can also add on Stable Shot for the extra 8 weapon stability for only 1 skill point. Enforcer, you want to get Resilience Ace and Bullseye Basic. Technician, you can get Steady Grip Basic if you want. In Ghost, you want to get Duck and Cover Ace, Inner Pockets Basic, Parkour Basic, Shockproof Ace, Sneaky Bastard Basic, and if you want, Second Wind Basic. Fugitive, you want 9 Lives Aced, Feign Death Aced, Swan Song Aced, and Messiah Aced. You can also have Running from Death Aced / Basic if you have enough skill points. And if you're running in Kimbos, make sure to get Equilibrium, Akimbo, Gun Nut. You want to get Equilibrium, Basic or Ace, it doesn't really matter. You want to get Akimbo, Ace, Basic, Ace, Desperado Basic, One-Handed Talent Basic, and Trigger Happy Basic. Or Ace, depending on, you can switch around to find enough skill points for that. But yeah, that's a build done. So for more in-depth, you want Inspire Ace, simply because it's one of the best skills in the game, allowing you to revive your teammates from far away. Of course, if you're playing with AI though, it might not be as necessary. You want to get Combat Doctor Aced for the extra doctor bags, which replenish your downs so you don't go into custody whenever you get down twice. Quick Fix Ace is better than Painkillers simply because of the decreased deploy time and the decreased damage taken, which is amazing. Joker is the king of one down. You want to get these Aced. Of course, I don't have enough skill points for Aced, but you want to get Force Friendship Basic Startup Tree. You want Confident Aced for the 2 converted enemies, Joker Aced for the extra damage, and Partners in Crime Ace for the extra health and damage your extra health and damage taken bonus your converted enemy has. Now on to your Enforcer tree. Resilience Ace is amazing simply because it reduces the effect of flashbangs by 75%, which is really good, simply because if you don't have enough time to turn around from a flashbang in a huge fight, you can always it will be a lot faster since flashbangs take so long to wear off. Those are basic for the extra armor for headshots, which is good for regenerating armor. Although this can be swapped out if you want, simply because you're having a suit, but it does help since your suit does also contain armor. Technician, Steady Grip Basic, simply because of the 8 weapon accuracy, cheap. What you want is, if you don't have enough points, don't get Equilibrium Basic. Ace. Never get Equilibrium Ace. Steady Grip is 2 skill points cheaper for the better zone, since it carries for every single weapon. Now, Ghost, you want Sneaky Bastard simply because of the extra dodge. You want as much dodge as possible. You want Duck and Cover Ace for the extra speed, inner pockets, basic for the concealment. Of course, you don't need the ballistic vest since we're not going to be using ballistic vests in this video, simply because it's more dodge from the suit. Parkour, you want basic, flash speed, and shockproof. Ace simply because tasers are a pain in the ass in Payday 2. One down. Second wind is good since if your arm breaks, which a lot of time it will do, simply because it's one down, it will give you extra speed, which is really good to move around the map. Now, fugitive, middle revenant is your life savior. You don't really, upgo isn't really useful, I wouldn't suggest it too much. Most you can do is have basic, since you know, you take less damage. But on that, upgo isn't really useful. Running from death is useful, I guess. You can have it aced if you want, but upgo basic, running from death basic is better than having one of these aced. Feign death aced simply because you always want a chance to revive yourself and save it down, since it is one down. 9 lives however, I've got to say, 9 lives ace is the most important skill in the whole of the 1 down build, since you can get down one more time, so instead of 1 down, it's turned to do 2 downs because of 9 lives. Song Song Ace allows you to have 9 seconds of uninterrupted, unlimited ammo, mayhem, killing all your opponents. I would suggest using Judge HE or another explosives to make the most of it. Messiah Aced is God as well. Messiah, like it says in the name. You can revive yourself, which means you don't need to waste some other person's time in pressing E or F for you. It allows you to shoot the enemy to revive yourself, and if you have a doctor bag, you can replenish your Messiah charge. Of course, in this build, since Akimbo Castigos is used, you can use other Akimbos by the way. I'm just using Seals because they're really good damage. You can also use Broncos, is also really good. Broncos also have higher damage. Can find them, which I can't, but you know, Broncos is really good. So yeah, you want some of these, you know, you don't really want one-handed ace. It's not really useful. Extra 10 damage useful for 6 points is not really good. I'd rather have Desperado ace for the extra reload speed, and of course Trigger Happy for the extra damage boost, which is really useful since Trigger Happy is amazing. You don't need ace though, because of the you're gonna be shooting most of the time with Castigos, so it's not really that useful. Okay, now onto the equipment. You want dock bag, of course. Wrong one. Body bag case looks similar. You don't need first aid. You might want to have some of your teammates running shotgun dodge for the ammo bags. However, in this build, it's going to be dock bags. You want to use your 2-piece suit over your lightweight ballistic vest for the extra dodge and extra concealment. However, concealment isn't really big since you can also have a skill that increases your concealment on the ballistic vests. But I would suggest using a 2-piece suit. Now, for your weapons, I would suggest using the Castillo 44 simply because of the huge damage. You can also use Bronco, as I said. You want to have as much damage as possible, so I would suggest Diablo's grip. And if you want concealment, and you know, you can bring an extra Judge attachment. You can really choose between these grips. They don't really change much. I like the carnival grips. Whose grip doesn't really look nice. And for your secondary, you want to use the Judge HE or another explosive weapon like the China Puff. That is also really good. However, since I don't have the DLC, Judge HE is the way to go. However, you do kind of need to create shotgun pack, and you can no longer buy DLCs, so it might be a bummer for no HE round. But if you don't have HE rounds, triple buckshot is really good for the extra damage. Barrel extension, you want to get the shark teeth nozzle for the extra damage and bonus accuracy. I mean, what am I talking about? King's Crown Compensator. For some reason it changed. Don't get the shark teeth nozzle. Get the King's Crown Compensator, much better. For the gadget, you can get the micro compact. There's a module if you want, but it's not really essential. And you don't want any sight simply because of the minus concealment. Now, for your melee, you want to use electric brass knuckles, or buzzer if you want. These help stun your enemy and overall allow you to get jokers easier, and is really much hugely better than every single other melee weapon since it does stun them and has a good concealment. Now for your throwable, you want Molotov cocktail, incendiary grenade, or concussion grenade. If you don't want to join the community, of course you can only use concussion grenade, but if it's something like Captain Winter's, you know, grenades are always useful, so incendiary grenade is also good. Or if you have Molotov, you can use that if you want. Now for your perk deck, you want to have Rogue, or if you can't have Rogue, Crook is also alright. However, don't use akimbos on Crook, please. Don't use akimbos. But yeah, Rogue is the maximum dodge, so you want to use that. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give a like, subscribe, comment down below what build you want to see next. Subscribe for more builds and other tips coming in the next few weeks, and I'll see you guys in the next video.